The role of the confidential informant has been glamorized by television and film, but what is it really like? Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com. Today we're speaking with former CI Alex Kane about his career and its effects on his life. Was there ever a moment when you were truly worried?
Yeah, they sent a hit team to get me in Seattle one time. Lucky for me, they weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, okay? They didn't lock the back door of the car. And when they turned, I jumped from the car. You know how much that hurts? On TV, they just jump up and do their stuff, right? But in real life, you don't bounce. Asphalt has no give whatsoever.
You said they sent a hit team?
It was a motorcycle club in the States. It takes sometimes up to a year to get to court. They have a year to catch you. Once you've been to court and you've testified, getting you is just a matter of personal revenge, and they got other things to worry about, like time in jail. I've known several people in my line of work that weren't as fortunate as me. One in particular, this woman, she was really good. She was good. And bad guys found her, cut her head off, put it in dry ice, and mailed it to the office.
What effect does this type of work have on your personal life?
It's horrible. You're safe because once you go to the next job, you have new ID, you're a new person in a new country, so you're protected by the fact that you're doing another job. But in the interim, you still have what's called a regular life, but you become incapable of intimacy in the real sense. I'm not talking physical, I'm talking about communication, because you're trained not to slip, not to say a word. Your marriage starts to break apart, and you can't blame them. And you can't blame me, because me, it's my job. And so you end up parting ways. I ended up having 2 children in my first marriage. They're doing very, very well. And now I have time. That's why I wrote my first book called Befriend and Betray, which explained a lot of my early years and explained to them where I was. But telling them where you were when they were scared because it was dark in their room doesn't make them feel any better.
Is it difficult to befriend these people and maintain relationships and then turn around and turn them in?
See, every life you live through a character has to die, in the sense of when the case is over, the ID's shredded, the car disappears, the apartment's empty, and overnight you're gone. It's like you died. Your neighbor who's known you for a year and didn't know what you were into, all of a sudden you're gone. And there are people in funny suits taking all your furniture away, right? So after a while, your mind becomes a graveyard for all the people you've been. And sometimes late at night, when you're by yourself, you kind of walk around your own mind and you say, gee, you know, I liked this part of that guy. Or that guy had a girlfriend and she was really neat, or, you know what I mean? And when I retired, they told me, well, now you can be yourself. Who's that? After 30 years, who's me? And so you have to go and take pieces of, you hope, the best of each of those characters and make a mosaic and recreate yourself.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you could have me.